Few things in life test our patience more than waiting. We live in a world driven by instant gratification, where every second counts and every moment of delay feels like wasted time. Yet, waiting is not just a frustrating inconvenience, it is a vital part of life and, more importantly, a crucial element of character development. It is in the waiting that we learn lessons that cannot be taught in any other way. Wouldn't you agree? Think about it. Every child must learn the difference between no and not yet. They are not the same. No is a definitive end. Not yet is a hopeful delay. And right now, some of you are sitting in God's waiting room. You're waiting for God to open a door, to provide a job opportunity, to answer a prayer, to bring clarity to a confusing situation, to heal a broken relationship, or to remove a lingering pain. You've prayed, you've pleaded, and still, nothing. It's as if your prayers are met with silence. But remember, no is not yet. We live in a fast-paced world that prizes speed and efficiency. We want things to happen immediately. We want instant answers, instant solutions, instant results. But God doesn't operate on our timeline. He asks us to wait. And that's hard. Waiting can feel like wasting. When we wait, we begin to wonder, is something wrong? Did I do something wrong? Is God even listening? Our culture has conditioned us to believe that waiting is a passive, meaningless activity. But in the spiritual realm, waiting is an active, transformative process. It is a time for growth, for refining, for deepening our trust in God. The truth is, when we are waiting, God is working. We may not see it, we may not understand it, but He is orchestrating things behind the scenes in ways we can't imagine. Let's be honest. When we wait too long, doubt starts to creep in. We begin to question God's timing, His faithfulness, and even His goodness. We start to think, maybe God has forgotten me. Maybe He's not going to come through this time. And then, a dangerous temptation arises. The temptation to take matters into our own hands. We convince ourselves that since God is taking too long, we need to step in and help Him out. But every time we do this, we make a mess of things. The Bible is full of stories of people who took matters into their own hands rather than waiting on God, and the results were disastrous. Remember Abraham and Sarah? Instead of waiting for God to fulfill His promise of a child, they tried to help God by using Hagar. The result? A family conflict that lasted generations. Waiting on God takes great strength. It takes faith. It takes trust. It takes surrender. It takes a willingness to say, God, I trust your timing even when I don't understand it. Why does God make us wait? The answer is simple yet profound. Because He is God. He knows what we need, when we need it, and how we need it. And more importantly, He knows when we are ready for it. Waiting is not God's way of punishing us. It is His way of preparing us. When we ask God for something, a job, a relationship, a breakthrough, God often has a bigger and better plan than we could ever imagine. But to receive it, we must be ready for it. And readiness takes time. God is more interested in developing our character than in delivering our desired outcomes. Our character is what we take to eternity. Our blessings are temporary. Consider the process of planting and harvesting. When you plant a seed, you don't see the fruit the next day. There is a natural delay between planting and harvesting. In the same way, when you sow seeds of faith, service, sacrifice, and prayer, the harvest does not come immediately. There is a season of waiting, and in that season God is working, refining us, shaping us, preparing us. Ecclesiastes 3:1 says, "There is a time for everything, and a season for every activity under heaven." There is a time to plant and a time to harvest, but the time in between is where the real work happens. So what do you do while you wait? You keep worshiping, you keep praying, you keep serving, you keep trusting. Waiting is not a passive activity, it is an act of faith. You are declaring, God, even when I can't see it, I believe you are working. Even when I don't understand it, I trust your plan. Even when I am tired and frustrated, I will not give up on you because you have never given up on me. Isaiah 40:31 reminds us, "But they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary, and they shall walk and not faint." Waiting is not weakness. It is strength. It is faith. It is a declaration that God is still God, even in the delay. So how long will you give God before you fire Him? How long will you wait before you decide to take matters into your own hands? And when the waiting is over and the blessing finally arrives, will you look back and realize that the waiting was not a waste, but a necessary and beautiful part of the journey? In the end, waiting is not about what we are waiting for. It's about who we are becoming while we wait. God is using this time to mold us, to refine us, to strengthen us, and to deepen our relationship with Him. So instead of asking, "Why do I have to wait?" perhaps the better question is, "Who am I becoming while I wait?" Trust God. His timing is perfect, His ways are higher, and in the waiting, He is working, always working, for your good and His glory.